Hey guys, and welcome back to our RimWorld series. Today we come back to our Sandy Shores colony with Gene Woo and his crew. We now move on to the next phase of queuing up the next base expansion. Well, in my absence of paying attention of adding roof support, Thorn tragically dies due to a roof collapse. Just to let everyone know, it's only going to get worse from here on out. Having said our goodbye to Thorn, we set her off to be buried in the ground for all to remember. The following night, flak armor research is complete. Now I can move on to smoke packs. Not much happens, so we cut to the smoke pops research being done. Next up, fertility procedures. After a few days, a trading caravan stops by the base. Hopefully they got stuff I need. I have Gene Woo take a look. After seeing the goods, it's not really anything I need. Just our luck, another wild dryad goes mad while Gene Woo is tending to the garden. Seeing he isn't the best at hand-to-hand combat, I send in the kill squad to do the dirty work. While planning out the new rooms, Royal sends me an email asking me to help host them for a couple of days. Seeing it's not a bad offer, we take them up on the offer, but more later on. And just like that, Randy sends Gene Woo an infection event. This is not good, seeing as things are just getting worse by the day with our colony. Now hopping over to Gene Woo's condition, seems like he might build enough immunity with time. Well, here comes yet another bad event, this time being an infestation. And would you look at that, it's inside the new hallway. I cut away to the main cleanup crew. Today's battle plan involves setting the room on fire while shooting them from a distance. Though as you all know, things aren't gonna play out that well. We soon come out victorious, and at the same time left with a massive fire inside. After all that mess is over, I take on the royal meat and help to boost Gene Woo's standing. Soon Chadow's pays the colony a visit to stay for a few days. And would you look at that, fertility study is complete, so on to sterile materials to make hospital rooms. The next day I set up the layout for Gene Woo's new royal hall throne room, seeing the man needs to flaunt his status. Just before this Carvana makes it to my front door, sterile materials study is done. Now onto that yummy nutrient paste. I finish up the transaction, leaving me 1k richer in silver. While constructing the new medical wing, another mad dryad goes rabid looking for some fresh meat to bite. So how none other that probably Gene Woo to target. My man Gene is trying to run while everyone comes over to aid him. Every time these dryads try to kill Gene Woo whenever they get the chance, just biding their time till they strike. Looks like they got him, leaving him unable to move. Now that these pests are killed, it's time to help our injured. On a cloudy night, Price finishes the last research, leaving me to queue up watermill generator, though to be honest, we don't need it seeing the lack of rivers in a desert. But gotta do every research before moving on. Great, just what I need, another raid to happen, and not just any raid, but an orbital drop pod inside my home. Since I have this opportunity, I take the first strike, making fire spread throughout the room. Here comes the main battle, lots of raider funneling in from the door, leaving me in a bad spot. This is the part where everything starts to go to shit. I should have not sent our guest to melee range the bandits inside a burning room. She soon starts to give me negative reps, seeing the lady is on fire. now that she's extinguished my rep with royals is at an all-time low. That goes to show not to really rely on fire to win fights. I look at the damage seeing Lulu crawling on the floor and everyone left with some kind of injury. Things just keep getting worse for me, don't they? I next get a warning of another infection on one of the colonists. And a low psychic drone attack. Oh, Randy sure does love to kick me while I'm still down. You guys know it by now, another mad dryad attacks our garden workers. Thankfully I have the bark dryads to melee them to death instead of Jingwu doing it. With the dryad dead, we can move on with our daily lives. While making the hospital beds, our guest decides they have had enough and leave the colony, giving me a mission failure. Doesn't help that I set them on fire, does it? Off she goes now. Now Chibi wants to have a tantrum while this base is in complete chaos. It's sad to say we lost our good friend Lulu to an infection. Just one thing led to another. She couldn't get proper medical treatment, leading to her demise. I'm starting to see this colony might end up in failure. Well, now Chibi ends up dying to the damn thing, leaving me with no one to build things. Already lost 3 people in this one episode. Talk about my luck today. Speaking of luck, I get another bug nest building up inside the base. Also forgot to mention I took in this new person called Lucky, but they never really brought me any luck with them. Just made things worse. At this point I'm just fed up with these events, so I'm just gonna burn everything up, seeing only 3 people can actually kill things. I don't know why, but this bug wanted to really kill my unpowered helper bot, giving Price a chance to escape. I then send Snip in with her trusty fire foam pack to extinguish the flames. The battle is now done, leaving me with dead bugs everywhere and a half-burnt room. Can't really catch a break since a new raid starts. At this point I let everyone just do their thing, trusting that the traps would do the job. But boy was I wrong, since these guys wanted to attack my outer wall to get in. Have a quick time-lapse of the battle. Things could have played out better, but I have mad one too many mistakes already. Well guys, I think that's gonna do it for Jingwu's journey. Have little to no people left to run this big base and one too many injured allies. I choose to end it off here and start a new series in Sea Ice Biome. I wouldn't do this, but I set the game to permadeath and I can't really load up an old save, so this world is already a lost cause for me. So thank you to anyone who stuck to the end and here is believing that the next run will go off in a better direction. Till next time, have a good one guys, and goodbye for now.